Okay, I think we're live. I do apologize for being a few minutes late, but I am here and I'm here with the updates and the latest information from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation with the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty, and we have been around for about 4 years, so we're an emerging nation. We've spent those years putting in really solid foundations, building everything that we have up from scratch, so that we know exactly what it is and that it will be reliable and enable us to be here for generations, not just for a few weeks or months or years, but for generations to come. Excuse me. We are now expanding our economy for the benefit of all our citizens. We will be improving the liquidity and value of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens, obviously, because they hold our currency. How have they got hold of it? Well, we give it to them every month in different amounts based on their participation in anything that goes on within our community. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee and there's no obligation. You can just be a citizen and watch what goes on, or you can participate in any of the things that we have going. It's up to you. All you've got to do, come along, register, prove that you're a real person, and that's it. There's no age restrictions, but if you are under the age of 18, you will not be able to make any withdrawals until you reach the age of 18. Other than that, it's a level playing field for everybody. We don't pigeonhole people based on their looks or educational level or background, gender, anything at all. We just see everybody as a human being. We recognize that all human beings are unique. And so all of equal value, because they all have something unique to offer our community. And that is our non-separatist ideology, and we'll have a little affirmation in a moment to help us with that. Before that affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life. It's what everybody seeks. Most people never really achieve it. It can't be bought. People with loads and loads of money, and they still don't know what it is they're missing. They're struggling to find something else. They don't know what it is. And they're stressed out for more power or more houses, more boats, more planes, whatever it is, you know. It can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that everything else that you want and need in life will be attracted to you. The more service you offer to the more people, the more everything will just flow to you. You won't have to chase after it. So it's a great way of life. So that's what our little prayer is about. But before we get into the prayer and the affirmation, let's just welcome a few people in. We've got Ron in from Amsterdam. We've got Colin in from South Africa. Derek from West Palm Beach, Florida. Not seen you for a while, Derek, but nice to have you. We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Derek in from Wado City, Nigeria. Norman from Doncaster in England. Werner from South Africa. Richard from Devon in England. Eric from Quebec in Canada. Maureen from London in England. And excuse me, Maureen's on YouTube again. So but we have people in from Facebook, so I'm pretty sure that Facebook is I did post it all in Facebook today. Okay, let's get started then with that little prayer, the affirmation. Then I'll bring you up to date with where we are with everything. Dear Heavenly Father, We are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And we've got somebody else just come in, Checo from Nigeria. Our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right, numbers, because I forgot to give them to you yesterday. So I'll give you for the last 48 hours. We have in the last 48 hours an increase of 41 in the 777 plan, gone up to 17,929. We have an increase of 47 in our registered members, up to 43,953. We have an increase of 2 in our active members, and none today. Those 2 were from yesterday, up to 2,077. You've got to be active before you can make a withdrawal. And it's not hard to be active. You just got to verify that you're a real person with your ID check, and then log in half the available days of every month. And that's it, okay? But you can't withdraw until you're active. You can participate in everything else. You can do everything internally. But once you want to take money out of our community, out of our nation, into the wide world, and put bread on your table or pay your rent or whatever, then you need to be an active member. Multiply Visa. No change in the membership in the last couple of days, but we did go up $1 yesterday, $1 today. So the bonus pool is now at $10,429.55. Multiply Visa is based on the Visa token. It was our original token, but we had a massive runaway inflation. And so we did what all countries do. We scrapped that currency and brought a new one in, which we now control the liquidity and value of. But that old currency is still used in our sister website, Multiply Visa. So we will be moving the Visa token onto a different blockchain, and then we will be channeling it through the program, the Multiply Visa program, controlling its liquidity and value as a new token on a new blockchain. So it will be restored once we get the time, and it'll take us a little while to do that, because we are still working on the ShareHope program and the 777 plan, and I'll bring you up to date on those in a moment. And once we get through those, we're going to be working a lot more on the MAL than I originally intended, and I'll tell you why about that in a moment. And then we have the Fun Miracles website, which won't take a lot of our own personal development time, because we will have to outsource the games side of that so that we get nice interface, and we want it to be nice and professional. So that'll take up a little bit of time. But the main time consumed by our own development team will be through the building our mall, and that's going to be very exciting. We will also, once we get the 777 and the ShareHope, it'll free me up quite a bit, and I'll be able to provide you with marketing materials for both of those programs, splash pages, swipes, and all sorts of things. And we'll also be doing a lot of test campaigns in traffic, solo ads, and this sort of thing. And that will benefit all the the results we get from those test campaigns will go to the Turnkey Cash Cow members. That'll benefit them, of course, put money in their pockets. But the results that we get, we will then be able to share the results of the campaigns with our membership base as a whole. And if we find something that's really working well, then you may want to get involved in it, and we may even run sort of co-ops or something. So that will take up quite a bit of my time once we get through the initial stages, and we're nearly there with both of these programs, the ShareHope and the 777. So let me first of all cover 777, because there's been no change in that for a couple of weeks while we've been working on the ShareHope plan. The 777 plan is working, it's there, and people are being allocated what we used to call free positions. They're now going to be called assisted positions, because we're lending people the money for those positions to get them started and moving through the system. But the system isn't going very quickly because people aren't putting anybody in the little box there. They're not sharing this free position. It costs them nothing. It costs the member nothing. It costs the new member nothing, and people just leaving it. They're saying, okay, the box is there, it's empty. Why aren't I making any money? Well, the reason is because we turned off the automatic filling of those positions. We're going to run out of people for them anyway in the not too distant future. People need to get out and say to put somebody they love in that position. So don't start complaining that things aren't happening as quickly as you would like. Do something about it, okay? Put people into those little boxes. That's all you've got to do. You've only got to get people to register. Once they're registered, all you do is put in their username, and that's it. You don't have to pay. They don't have to pay. You'll make money. They'll make money. Okay? Why wouldn't you want to do it? It's in your hands, but don't complain about things not moving as quickly as you'd like if you have boxes that haven't been filled. Okay? Back onto ShareHope. I got onto that a bit later than I intended today, and I have updated the pages, the public pages and the pages in the members area. I've not completely finished the updates, and I need to go through the emails that are being sent out as well, because that is all part and parcel of everything. But I haven't checked anything to do with the pay plan, because I checked it all before. It was all there. I'd spent weeks, hours, literally, many hours and weeks testing everything and checking everything. And then when I get in there today and have a look at what's been uploaded, there's nothing there. None of the details of the pay plan are there. So I'm not a very happy man about that, but I have contacted Rohit. He doesn't think that there's any big deal in that, but there is, because we've got to make sure that once everything has been put in place, that there's nothing missed out. I'm not quite sure how we can check it now it's on the live server. So unless he can just upload those details, I don't know. Rohit got in touch with me about 5 to 7, and that's why I was a few minutes late, because I went through what I had with him, and the fact that I wasn't too happy about things, and I had to leave to get here. So I don't know what his total response is to that, but it needs sorting out, obviously. But it's going to take a good bit of time to get everything straightened out now. So I'm not quite sure when we're going to launch. It's not far off. but it'll have to be a soft launch because we can't test the program on the live server. We can only make it live and look for errors and then fix them as if and when they crop up, which isn't ideal, but we don't really have an alternative now at this point in time. Also, Devyani hasn't completed the pay it forward for the ShareHope plan. She's working on that, and she is hopeful that that'll be finished tomorrow. On a positive note, on a good note, the deposit funds into your into the ShareHope plan works really well. Okay, I mean, I did get to check that because that was something that we couldn't check until it was all done, because that is a different thing, and that's something that Devyani was working on. But it's really good. You log into your ShareHope account, and you just click on the deposit. You decide how much you want to deposit. You put it in the little box, whether it's $10, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever it is, and you click, and it goes boom, and it's there, and it automatically deducts it from your available cash wallet. So obviously you've got to have the funds in your available cash wallet to start with. You know, if you put in $1,000 and you've only got $10 in your available cash wallet, it's not going to work, is it? But yeah, being sensible. If you've got the funds in your available cash wallet, you just click the deposit button and you put it in, and that then goes into that account to fund your ShareHope subscriptions. And you then need to activate your ShareHope, and that basically is just another link. I think it says activate. I can't remember exactly the terminology, but I've covered it all in the members homepage area. The instructions are there, and all you do is you click to activate, and it puts $10 in, and you are then positioned, or you should be positioned, in the matrices, but the matrices aren't there, because that's what I was checking when I checked the deposits and everything. I thought, okay, let's just check that everything's gone through, and of course it didn't, because nothing's there. So we'll get it done as quickly as we can. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm not sure whether it'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure whether it'll be Saturday. If it's all there and I can check as much as I can, I can release the information on Saturday perhaps. And it might be better anyway, because I'll release the information after the cut-off time on Saturday. And then there'll be a full week for everybody to get in and get the best positions they can. The alternative, of course, is if I can't check everything and I'm not happy with it, it'll be sometime next week, because we have to get people sorting out what isn't correct in there, what isn't working. So a bit of good news, bit of bad news in there. The good news is I've done pretty much all of my updates, and had it not been for this information that's missing, let's put it as nicely as we can, we would have been in a position to launch it without the PIF, without the pay it forward. The PIF is still being worked on, but we could have put that in, you know, as soon as it's available, just updated it. it will probably be available tomorrow. Whether we can launch it tomorrow depends on those other things that I've mentioned. So that's it. Nothing ever seems to work as well and as smoothly as we would like. Another bit of news is we had the delivery of the vehicle today. I was going to keep it in the drive, but it's such a big thing and our drive is so small that I've had to move it out of the drive because you couldn't get past the damn thing. So it's, I mean, we're in a tiny hamlet. It's not like there's any through traffic or anything. And we have like a parking area off the main road part anyway, you know, like a lay-by, if you like, outside of our house. So it's in that area there now. Ideally, we want to get it sold. I have modified the ad again in the Auto Trader to include the fact that we would be happy to take crypto. In fact, we'd prefer it in crypto, to be all honest with you. So I've offered a 5% discount to anybody that wants to buy it with crypto. Now, what I was looking for on the internet was a place where people could add anything they wanted to sell and it be a crypto-based thing, you know, a bit like eBay, but only dealing in crypto. And I can't find one. There are things that are similar. There's one or two things that do real estate, and there's another one that has different things, but you know, it's all like if you want to buy a Lamborghini, you can buy it with crypto. But if you want to buy a second-hand old banger that somebody wants to sell, there's no facility for it. And seeing as we're going to be building our own mall, and it is going to be crypto-based, everybody's going to pay for everything with ShareHope tokens. Now they can go and buy them with a card from our exchange, but they will in effect be buying everything with ShareHope tokens, and they can buy them with a card or with other crypto, with Bitcoin or whatever. And it will make our own currency much stronger. And we can put into and I've been thinking about ways that we can do it. We can make it so that anybody can sell anything they want through our mall, in the same way that people can put things on eBay and sell them. It won't be as sophisticated as eBay when we get started, but it will be available and we can do it through and with tangible products as well. I have the idea of how we can work the escrow accounts, which will cover everything because we're dealing with it all in ShareHope. And so it'll be more than just a mall selling bits and pieces and things, you know, that we come up with. It'll be something that I think is really needed, and that is a place where anybody can go and say, look, I've got a stamp collection and I want a Bitcoin for it, or half a Bitcoin, or whatever it is they want. And they say, okay, that is worth, what's Bitcoin, 60 grand at the moment, $30,000. It'd be a good stamp collection, but you know where I'm coming from. They've got something that they want to sell, and whatever price it is, okay, they put it up, and the price will always be in dollars. And when they come to pay, they'll get the conversion from ShareHope, you know, from dollars into ShareHope. So it'll tell them how many ShareHope tokens they need, and they can go and buy them then in anything they want. and the person that is selling it will get paid out in ShareHub tokens. And again, they can convert them through our exchange into USDT and then into any crypto that they choose and move it wherever they want. So it's already expanding, if you like, in my mind. I always had some sort of vague idea about this, but my search today to try and find somewhere where I could advertise the car and you know, put it up for crypto, I've just not been able to find anywhere. Now, if anybody knows of anywhere, then fine, get in touch with me. But I've not really found anywhere that is suitable for that. But I have added into the description on the Auto Trader saying, you know, we're happy to take crypto and we'll give you a 5% discount if you pay with crypto. So that might give us a bit of an edge. There might be somebody there with crypto that would like a car. It's a beautiful vehicle. If I was, you know, with a phone and competent and doing this live with my phone, I could take it out and show it to you. You need to be a bit of an airline pilot to get it started and everything. It's, I mean, I suppose it's simple, but it's not what I'm used to. There's no key as such. That there is a key, but it's not. You can't put one into a hole in it. It's all electronic. The starter and stop is just a button, but the key has some sort of thing in it. So the key has to be within a certain range of the vehicle for it to run. So if somebody breaks into your car and presses the start button, it won't work because they haven't got the key. No doubt some whiz kids somewhere could find a way of getting around that, but anyway, it's there and it's all automatic, and instead of having, you know, a lever that you move for drive and reverse and things like I'm used to, there's a little switch, you know, and you just hit it and it changes to drive, and you hit it again, it goes to reverse, hit it again, it goes into neutral, this sort of thing. So it's all a bit weird for me anyway, but it is a really nice vehicle. So if you know anybody that wants one, whether they're in the trade, maybe you know somebody that's a used car dealer and they'd like a beautiful new, it's now got what, 32 miles on the clock, I think, because it's been delivered from Barnstaple. Then you know, let's get in touch, see if we can do a deal. I want it out of the way, really. It's going to be out there. It's not going to come to any harm, other than we have a lot of birds, so it's going to get covered in bird shite, I'm afraid, which will need to be washed off. But other than that, you know, it's not going to come to any harm out there. But it'd be nice to just get it moved and get the cash in for it. So there we go. That's where we are. That's where we're up to. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester, England as well. We've got Peter from Kettering in England, Mary in from the USA, and we've got Nankyep in from Nigeria. And welcome to everybody, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replays. It's lovely to have you and keeping up to date. And it's, you know, if more people would watch the replays, even if they can't watch live, then we wouldn't get so many stupid questions being sent into support, emails to me, Telegram messages to me, Facebook messages to me. Basically, you know, the reason that I have these sessions is because there is no way that I can answer everybody on a one-to-one basis, but I can do it here. Anybody asks a question, then everybody hears the response to the question and it answers it for everybody else. And I don't care how many questions we get. I'll be here until we've answered them all. If there's, loads and loads of questions, but that's the only way that I can realistically help people on a one-to-one basis. And so even if you email me, Facebook me, Telegram me, support desk things, the support team are great and they'll deal with most of them with a lot of patience. But it won't get to me unless it's something that is particularly unusual, and you can ask it here on the live. Okay, who else have we got? We've got Reynold in from Trinidad and Tobago. I thought he was asking a question, but he's not. He's just saying welcome to everybody, and he's happy. Okay. I didn't get any messages out or emails today. Just not had the time. I did get everything else covered, I think. I even managed to do a TikTok, which should have gone yesterday, and one from today. We got 2 of those done. One of them, it should have been demo C, and for whatever reason it shows it as demon on it. I don't know whether it was an autocorrect or whether it was me not typing very well. Probably a bit of both, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. We're done for today. There are no questions here. I apologize that we haven't got the ShareHope launched yet. We'll have to see what happens with it all. I see there's a message here. While I'm here, let's just see. Okay, Rohit says he's updated everything in there, but I'll have to have a look at it and check it and see. And he said there is something that needs changing, that Devyani needs to change. Something about floats in the database, whatever that is. I've not got a clue. Okay, so hopefully we'll get it all straightened out tomorrow. And if we do, we could possibly get it launched tomorrow evening or Saturday or whatever. But if it's later than that, folks, it'll be later than that. Okay, that's it. But we'll get it done as quickly as we can. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, and I'll bring you up to date with it. I'll be here at 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X. And until then, get out there. We are not growing fast enough, partly because people aren't filling in those boxes. If you've got people in your downline, I'm not sure that you can contact them through the 777 plan. We'll have to have a look at that so that you can get on their case if they're not moving. If you're not getting the pass-ups from these people, because they've not put anybody in the box. So you need to be on their tail saying, get somebody put in, put your dad in, put your mum in, put your son in, put your daughter in, put your next door neighbor in, put anybody that you know in there and tell them that they'll be doing the same. So we'll have to have a look at that when we get onto the 777 to see how we can allow you to contact these people. It's a bit iffy with emails, with the regulations as they are, but we'll see what we can do. But get out there, get people into We Share Abundance. They will be going into the power line. There was something that I spotted on the power line discrepancy, but that is being fixed. It's a minor thing, I'm assured by Devyani. So it'll all be good. Just do every day a little bit. Find what you enjoy in this. There are always ways to enjoy things, and find what you enjoy and then enjoy yourself every day doing a little bit, helping people, supporting them, bringing them happiness, bringing them joy, showing them how to put together something that is going to be around for generations, is reliable, and will help them and their family long after they're gone. So get out there, go the extra mile, be Weezer Warriors, and I'll see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile, even when things don't go like you want them to. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a while, crocodile.